Alright, boys, we're back. We're here. Came up to hard mode. Okay. So I've done a fair bit of off-stream grinding because I had like nothing better to do because, you know, degenerate. Yeah.
Nice.
Hello to you too, Skinny. So you said this guy's weak to ice? Just keep Seeker then on MC.
What now?
Have the other two go Knight. Guild Arts and that. What do I want him to have for Knight? Go. Having a triple Knight strat. You told me he's weak to ice. That's what happened to triple Knight strat. Because Knight is not gonna do even close to as much damage as just having Seeker with fucking Blizz, because, you know, I have a sword with 1 billion attack power. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 200 attack sword. Didn't have that when I went in. I mean, got what? Silver Lance. Okay, yeah, it's good. Probably don't need the prevent malady stuff anymore. What are we in? Not Hulkenberg. Oh my god. Oh, holy crap, that's funny. Guess I'll go for the +3 luck. What should I put on Stroll's Knight? Gave him heat up to 10% fizz. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna give him Raging Edge in case the boss has ads. I'm assuming the boss isn't gonna have ads, but it doesn't hurt to be it doesn't hurt to check. And she's gonna have Medi for accessory. But I need Hama right now. Guess I could give her this for agility. Hulkenberg is not PvE and you Ogre, then again you probably would enjoy that. Yeah, don't threaten Ogre with a good time.
Yep.
Oh man. While they're getting feedback. Xylubia bottom for Hulkenberg. Oh man. Hey, before I fight the boss, I'm gonna make sure I'm on the right difficulty. No, I did earlier, but I just want to check. Okay, good. We're on hard. Yep.
All right.
Looks like that Taros is up ahead. Are you ready? Yep. There's the horse for her knight archetype. There he is. Looks like this is the Taros. He's really raring to go, too. No sign of retreat. Must be acclimated to people. It's likely caused damage yet to be discovered. Well, that ends today. We're taking you down. Here, our foe's bringing his A game, too. Oh, I can't wait for this.
Watch out!
Not messing around. Be careful, everyone.
On guard!
I'm as ready as can be. Come, monster. You shall be rust upon my lance.
Freeze! You hit their weakness!
A noble's duty
That's
is
your
to
opening,
protect their
Captain.
people.
Oh, it's interesting that we already know that he's weak to Pierce.
Let me rethink
What's
this.
the analyze in
You're
this
weak to
game?
ice.
Right.
Let's
I guess it's because
start
we got the intel, so
Knight!
see if he's immune to strike.
Take that!
Nope.
By the swan.
Moving to the front! I see you! Hulkenberg got them
The
right
freedom
in
of
their
a
weak
wanderer.
It did like no damage. Thing.
Seeker! Ice!
A noble's duty is to... Are you prepared? You'll be dust!
By the swan oath.
Knight! I'll destroy you!
Bam, shatter. Did a lot of damage.
Child's play! Dodge, Hulkenberg! Like poetry in motion.
Come forth, royal soul! Freeze!
You hit their weakness!
A noble's duty
your
is to
opening,
protect
Captain.
their people. There! Take this!
You hit their weak point!
Why does that do so little damage?
For all that we strive for! I will not let you die.
Thanks.
My thanks.
It's okay. I won't hold back! Ice!
No, shifting between rows doesn't cost
A
an action.
noble's duty is to protect their people.
Magic items.
This should work.
Is everyone all right? Here! Too slow!
Seeker! Freeze!
You hit their weakness!
Using the
A noble's
items
duty
even
is
might have
to
been a little
protect their
overkill.
people. No holding back!
It's
I'll
interesting that
crush
he's
Tougher
weak
than I thought.
to
Oath of knighthood. They're weak
he's
to
weak
piercing attacks.
to
Hit 'em all
Pierce,
with
but he
no
seems to
clue.
have a pseudo resistance to it. It's freaking Persona 4 all over again. Like the Pierce is only doing like 50 damage to him, but the weak strike attack that he's neutral to is doing like 200. Like look at that, she only did 32 damage to him on a weak hit.
By this power. Ice!
There was a boss there. Brute's horn.
That's...
Horn is huge, but you also have to imagine being gored by it. Ugh. Really? You all seem pretty put together during the fight.
No.
My theory wasn't based on anything but my gut. I think that Luis is not actually responsible for the Prince's curse. That part's a red herring. It was actually Fortin's faction that was responsible. I think the Prince getting cursed may have pushed Luis into his current course of action because the King was old and Fortin's faction was going to come into power anyway, and the King couldn't stop it. Luis probably thought killing the king, causing chaos, is the only path left forward. It's possible. That wouldn't terribly shock me. An SMT law faction. Also, my camera's in the wrong spot because I was doing Joker attempts. Yeah. There. An SMT law faction doing something crazy and evil? No. Couldn't be. No, that thing was tougher than anticipated. If we let up, even Lily may well have been defeated.
Huh?
What? Even Hulkenberg was swaying it? What do you think, Will? It was an easy win. Well said. Captain's always tough as nails. Well, a win is a win. All that's left is to take this back to the Igniter shop.
All right.
Let's do that later. Will, shall we head back to the entrance? Yep.
In that case,
True.
Yes, let's. Night will have fallen by the time we get back. Isn't SMT, this is Metaphor, totally different game. Yep, true.
what now?
In the name of justice!
Good. Hulkenberg, you will equip Rage.
I shall show you what true magic is.
At this point, I might as well equip these on everybody, the plague masks, so I don't forget. This is an S&T streamer, this is Metaphor. Oh yeah, I already said that. They have just ass. The fuck? Okay, and the doggo does fire, right? Into fire and weak to ice. Okay, so let's go. Guess at that point, Knight makes sense. Just be tanky.
By the chivalrous spirit of the knight.
Because what's Knight weak to? Not fire. Definitely gonna be doing fire stuff. Hulkenberg has midi. And that. So let's people leave. We got everything here.
Hey.
Gonna be night soon. Should we call it a day and head back? Yep.
Okay then.
I want to go back to the city and have a nice dinner. Dark by the time you get back, so you won't have time to do anything else anyway. That's okay, right? Yeah,
Right.
let's leave. Tired, huh? Let's think about what to eat. Imagine leaving so soon. I mean, I gained 5 levels in there.
How did I wind up here?
Oh hell, honeybee's all full up. Just my luck. I did a fair bit of off-stream grinding. Huh? No seats left, but I'm starving.
If
Yeah,
so,
didn't we see this already? Yeah, we went to the other tavern. 5 levels, pathetic. Yeah, but I was already higher level than you were when you were like at the end of that grind. I started that grind at level 23. I'm level 28 now.
I see.
We already saw this scene before because I ended up skipping a day and then loading back. Your party will need to rest your weary bodies and let you return for a dungeon. Yep.
All right.
It wasn't easy, but the Guptaros lies defeated, and we have the proof, exactly as the woman from the Igniter shop asked of us. Once we show it to her and complete her request, we'll finally be able to shop at the members-only Igniter shop. That will be most useful in helping us amass more firepower. I trust you'll complete the task, Will.
Oh,
Well, we managed to avoid the Day of Calamity, but that doesn't mean we should waste the time we've got left before the Theocracy makes its proclamation.
So,
I agree. Luis is to be our opponent one day. I'd have us ready to face him, confident in our strength. I thought myself utterly exhausted, but this meal is delectable. I shall sleep well after such a feast. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job.
Good night.
Exactly. I'm not pathetic. Don't look down on me.
Time marches on, and the age
you're
of
looking
a
down on
new
yourself.
king draws nearer.
Well then,
Okay, so...
That reminds me.
Orders... No one to talk to right now. That's actually really good.
Say there.
Thanks that there's no supporters to talk to. How many archetypes you have mastered? Decent chunk. So on MC, I have everything mastered except for Sword Master. Everything mastered that I have access to, and on the others I have less. Like I've got Warrior, Sword Master, and Knight on Stroll. Because of course Sword Master takes like 3 times longer to master than the other ones, because the Adept jobs, they take forever. Clearly like triple the XP. And then on Hulkenberg, I have Mage, Knight, and Healer mastered. I funneled a bit of XP from both of them, as well as from MC, into these, because I want to have like a good stockpile of archetype XP items, not only to just like insta-complete any stuff that Moore gives me, but also in case of fourth party member, I want to be able to like master a job on them instantly. Okay,
alright.
so let me see. That's the only thing I have available is that quest. Hopefully turning it in doesn't take time. I don't think it will. Did you defeat Joker? I did defeat Joker. Beat him in one try.
my wits have left me.
What is it?
Profile.
It was not easy though. Like a lot of prep work went into that.
What am I gonna do? I love
Oh, I should go to the church first and look at the purifying stuff. Skinny, have you found a good spot to farm Blessed Waters?
that. Close your way.
Purify. I have 4 Blessed Waters now. Where did I get the other 2 from? Oh, but this takes 2. Huh. Thing. I'm having increased defense at the start of combat. That's huge. I've only found them as pickups in the field. Yeah, we'll definitely get that. Demon Slayer Pike.
Yeah. What now?
I am tank. The casual 239 defense with plus 10% defense and auto Rakukaja, double auto Rakukaja. I wonder if those stack. And also 39 endurance. Yep. Need to find an enemy that drops Blessed Waters and then just farm up a ton of them.
Well, I'll not loiter in a storm.
A mix of agility, luck, and endurance in that order. I've been keeping my stats relatively balanced, but with a slight focus on endurance. That slight focus on endurance has kind of ballooned into lots of endurance. Which is not even really my fault. It's been a while since I put points in endurance. It just keeps giving it to me on level up. I usually just raise whatever's the lowest stat. The issue we discussed earlier. Here's its horn. Oh, this would be the Brute's horn? You can tell me the details inside. Come along.
Mission accomplished, then. You'll have your reward. I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well. I thank you.
Yeah. Build Brigida's request and a reward with special access and discounts in her Igniter shop.
All right.
4 points of courage. Wow. Amazing. I just realized, does it actually show you how close you are to the next rank? That's actually new. Like it shows you the progress, it looks like I'm almost there on tolerance. That's actually really cool. I didn't realize that at first.
I knew an outsider would be perfect for slipping through the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job. Should keep our supply lines flowing smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out. By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me? I can't imagine an elder could find an honest job in this city otherwise. But I don't much care what tribe you are. I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work you do. Besides, keeping in contact with me might have its own advantages.
Sure, that doesn't sound so bad.
Have you made up your mind?
I accept.
All right. I accept.
A wise choice. Fine then. You seem determined enough. You heard nothing just now, right?
Right.
Right. I didn't hear anything.
That's for the best. It was just the wind. Am I clear? I've got some business to attend to. We'll go our separate ways for today. However, I trust you won't be telling anyone what you think you heard.
She's got a cat, so what?
If you do tell anyone, well, I'm sure you're sharp enough to imagine the consequences. Then we have a deal.
That's hilarious. That's a hint of trust beneath all the wariness Brigida feels towards me.
The trader and iconoclast, Brigitta.
Brigitta.
Within her dwells the virtue of the merchant. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
New bond!
Interesting.
Party can now
Perhaps he
study
does
the
have hidden
merchant.
depths.
Proof of membership can now visit the Lycaon Magic Association Igniter Shop in Grand Trad. I mean, it's extremely obvious that she's the one that gives merchant. Doesn't take a rocket surgeon to guess that. The merchant gives merchant? No way, I never would have imagined. Since the heroic embodiment of the merchant from Begida. Now stay the merchant in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Now buy things from Grand Trad's Igniter Shop due to the effects of proof of membership. Hell yeah.
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
Oh damn, so that did take time, unfortunate. But maybe she might give Garner because of Moore's quest and the whole Igniter thing.
What is it? Amazing. Fancy a bit of it?
You have new stuff.
Amazing.
Really?
Some things you can only do at night. I'm more familiar with the city. Yeah, shut up, Gallica. It was very scary. Did in fact hear nothing.
All right then.
Yeah, there's nothing like new here. Probably raise imagination since my tolerance is very close to 2.
Say there.
And there's no reason to commit a night when I don't know for sure that I like need it right now.
What to do?
My wits have left me.
The Grand Cathedral, why? I love it.
All right then.
First I want to go just like look at the Igniter shop. So what was that thing she gave
What
me?
now?
Pious Igniter Mage Devotion, multi-target recovery skill. That's cool.
Well, I'll not loiter in a storm.
Hey,
Have items to be appraised as well. Oh wait, what? I've been informed we will not allow you to purchase our magic igniters. Those are the words of the association's Brigida Lycaon herself. That being the case, let me help you in finding an igniter that suits your needs. Hear a voice in my
You
mind.
have my thanks.
Those who see duty through to completion should be fairly compensated. This store's wares are yours to peruse from now on. Ooh, hug. Right, and these are the like multi-target versions. We're not buying any of this stuff right now. We're definitely appraising all these. Silver lances, claymores, aces, and cooling staves. Okay. Okay.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. What now?
Auto equipped on her, cool. Magic, you know, I'll equip that, that's fine. A little bit less defense on her, but that's fine. Big magic.
Ridiculous.
Who do you think you are? Don't tell me someone of your lowly stature actually intends to purchase an igniter. Surely the shop standards can't be so low that they would sell one to an Elda. I'd wager you haven't even an idea what magic or igniters are in the first place. I know a bit. It's unthinkable that an Elda such as yourself would understand the workings of magic. Listen well, you Claude. Magic is activated by consuming a power called Magla, the origin of magic. You can't see Magla, but it's everywhere. In the air, in the soil, in our own selves even. All that Magla means nothing without a way to activate it. That's where igniters come in. Why is this guy giving me a tutorial if he hates me so much? Most come with their own Magla crystals, so with practice anyone can use magic, to an extent anyway. That being said, igniters are expensive, as you can plainly see. This shop's windows are likely the closest you'll ever get to owning one. Dude, I have like 10 igniters. I have like 10 igniters and I don't need them.
Alright then.
Okay, so for our nighttime activity, I think we're gonna go over here
Well,
and do this to increase imagination.
Now, how did I wind up here? Now, how did I wind up here? Now, how did I wind up here?
Oh my, is that a fairy I see? Haha, a real fairy. Well, I'll be.
Sure, but
Look, I know I'm rare, but do we need to make such a big deal of it? I should explain. My family has something of a history with fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell me stories about fairies before bed. Would you care for me to tell you one?
I wonder.
You grew up on fairy tales. Oh, no wonder you've got fairies on the mind. If I listen to the man's tale, my imagination might improve. What do you think? Do you want to listen to this elderly gentleman's story? Or
my thanks.
imagine that, getting to tell a fairy tale to a real fairy. Come, let's find a table at the tavern.
Long ago.
Yeah, true, Skinny, I guess. Bro wants to show off even if he hates you. The story goes back to my grandfather's grandfather. Once, far, far away, there was a village out in the countryside. There was a cave nearby. The villagers prohibited anyone from entering. One day, my ancestor, who was just a boy then, decided he had to see it for himself.
Come on.
So he defied his elders. Your ancestor sounds like a handful. It runs in the family. Huh. Anyway, sure enough, he ventured deep inside and soon became swallowed in darkness, hopelessly lost. Handful or not, he was still just a boy, and his bravery failed him. He sank to his knees in the dark, crying pitifully.
Nevertheless.
Then, something bathed in a warm light caught his eye as it approached him. The little light actually spoke, saying, "Pipe down. You can't cry in a place like this." He was shocked. After he got a good look at it, the boy realized it was a fairy, pulsing with light. He was so relieved, his tears only magnified. The fairy couldn't bear it. Throwing her arms up, she said, "You want to cry so badly? Fine, suit yourself," and she left. Before he knew it, the fairy returned. "Come on, follow me," she said. "I'll show you the way out." See, she had sensed a dangerous beast deep in the cave. Compassion won the day. She decided to get him safely back to the entrance.
Oh, yeah?
I thought the fairy was kind of cruel at first, but I guess she had a good heart. When they arrived at the cave's mouth, the boy turned to thank the fairy, but she had already disappeared into thin air. Time marched on and he grew into an adult. He visited the cave countless times, hoping to find and thank her, but he never saw her again as long as he
Oh
lived.
my.
Oh, would you look at the time? We better pick this up again later. If you'd like to know the ending, I'll be around.
Alright.
Yeah, you can actually see the stat growth in this game. That's a really nice change. Because that enables you to plan things out so much better. It's how I know that I don't need to pump any more tolerance right now, because I'm only one night away from getting tolerance 2. Which is the same basically as having tolerance 2, I just need to spend the time to get it. Because what I don't want is to get locked out of needing imagination 2 for something, and then it's like, oh, I don't have enough time to go and get it.
Well then.
Finally got back to the others.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey, so,
Spoke with a woman who lost her husband in the Chaldea Desert. Garrett was attacked and that was the end of it. How awful. If the military's going to do nothing, then how about we do something ourselves?
I suppose.
Fine proposition. We've already accepted the request. Let's bring down this desert bounty ourselves.
Well then,
Okay. Orders? Nope.
all right then.
Makes the decision making incredibly easy. If there was a supporter, then I'd have to scout ahead. I'd have to pass to the next day and see if there's a supporter available then too.
Save it.
But nope, that makes it super easy. We just go to the desert today. Period.
What is it? Oh, I am good.
First, we go here.
Now, where was I?
Academia.
So, you've acquired a new archetype.
It appears they've acquired a new archetype. I wholeheartedly encourage you to examine its abilities here.
Do make yourself at home.
Merchant.
I see.
Gold attack. Weak physical all might damage to one enemy, high critical rate. What the fuck, game? Okay, hero's passive, chance of winning a small sum of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. Broken. Find. Increases likelihood of receiving items after battle by 20%. Increase effective consumables by 1.2 times. Increase further if archetypes of the same lineage are present. Increase evasion against fire. Deals mag from one enemy. What the hell?
Fascinating.
Okay.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the prudent arbitrator who bridges the gaps between others, fostering new values and new places of belonging.
All right.
2500 mag is required to channel the merchant for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes.
I'm counting on you.
I was complaining in Discord and I had enough money, but he's using gold attack. Oh my god. What a degenerate.
Of course.
So be it. My shared resolve and armed creed take new form as a merchant. Man, that's really funny. Hear the voices of past heroes' souls. No worthy heart, tempers anxiety and the strength, are prepared to disavow martial might and support society from within the shadow of coin. I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the merchant.
Really?
This is the power of the merchant's soul, the power to use money to achieve victory and reap the rewards. I'll put it to good use. It's yet another way to fight.
Oh.
Yes? Ooh, 5 heroes fruits.
Good.
Nice.
I'm still getting stronger.
Not equipping that yet.
I see.
So, study.
This right here. All right.
I'm counting
Gonna
on you.
study it on everybody.
Of course.
yeah.
Soul of the merchant. No fight is truly won without money, so I'll use its powers responsibly. I think such power exists in our world. I have much to learn about life.
Oh.
5 more heroes fruits?
Right.
Okay.
I could get used to this.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I see.
This is the soul of the merchant. To use money as power is a compelling idea indeed. I'll apply myself in studying its ins and outs and enjoy the experience of learning it.
A new means of protection.
Pet the cat.
Here, kitty.
What a cute cat. Look at his face. It's like he knows he's cute. Gallica's jealous that she's not getting head pats. Like research documents about the merchant archetype. Times of yore, there lived heroes who eschewed the blade, but won their fortune through masterful negotiation. Their souls together form the power of the merchant. Among them, the elite who seeks to control the world of profits and losses, find victory in superior deal-making, I dubbed the Tycoon. Merchant archetype attacks with money rather than mind or body, bears the power to gain rewards beyond victory in battle. Viewed in another light, it is only as powerful as the war chest that funds it, and without coin it has nothing. Let no merchant forget this truth.
We'll figure it out.
This archetype increases battle rewards just by being in the party, and while its money-consuming skills are strong, we don't want to let them overspend.
You'll come again, won't you?
Ogre's gonna have too many waifus from this game.
This is dumb private army.
The ogre, every female is a waifu. If it's female in any way, then it's a waifu. According to ogre.
My wits have left me, I believe.
What is it? Close your aim.
Come off it.
Okay, time for more combat stuff.
Hey. Yep.
The Trodia Desert. Green Brown for FF9. I'd fuck Gallica. You leave Wasteland like this wild, has been so close to Grand Trad all this time, makes for easier bounty hunting, I suppose. Attempt to reduce the number of monsters here, for the sake of the travelers that pass through this area. All set then? I'm ready when you are.
However,
Can't overlook the fact there are bandits here, as well as monsters. Keeping this desert safe gives me quite the headache. In case exterminating a few more monsters could prevent tragedy, fewer travelers would be attacked. I'm prepared and at the ready for your command. I'm surprised you have standards, to be honest, Ogre.
Let's go.
Give me Maria or Nanako. Nanako. The, like, 7-year-old. Okay, actually throw Ogre in prison? Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. Doesn't take long to feel you're really in the wild.
yes.
Present times make the capital a popular travel destination. You cannot stand idly by. Johnny apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a Manjula.
Just a sec.
Wait, was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently.
Like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
We aim to lure it out. Good plan as any, so let's be about it. Making bounty targets appear. Some bounty requests require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you defeat the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle to begin. Okay.
No choice but to cut through them.
Level 11.
Hey, great job.
That was brilliant.
Nice. And that will find a use for that.
Thesaurus!
Impressive as ever.
Little cut, trying to come up like that.
Yep. We're not alone.
Push through! Alright, how's that?
They're level 8.
That was brilliant.
Level
Exemplary.
That worked like a charm. Keep the pressure on. I knew you could do it. Oh, I think they see us.
Let's push through.
That worked like a charm. Keep the pressure on.
Come on.
I knew it.
All right. How's that? We can't get sloppy.
Hurry and take them out.
errant.
We gotta keep pushing forward. These are just small fries. If we play it cool,
Sword
we'll push
Master!
right through.
Let me rethink this.
Let's honk
Take
it.
steel! Two
Roll
remaining.
took one out.
I will
Weak to
fight
fire.
nice.
Okay. Weak to ice.
Ice.
Last
Got
one.
him.
Weak to
Keep
ice
going,
too.
What
Captain.
true
Okay.
magic is. Let justice prevail. Burn!
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
I want to fight one more of those.
Let's push through.
Skill.
Nice.
Draw steel.
This
We are
way.
All right. How's that?
Right, we did it!
Let's push through. All right. How's that? Let's push through. Our usual tactics should work.
Let us strike.
Stay focused. They're weak to ice.
Okay, it's just fire and ice. Okay.
Try some of this! Almost finished!
It's okay.
Always comes
We can do
through.
this. I won't hold back. Freeze. Just
That's
one
one
left.
for the captain.
everyone all right?
Let's keep it going.
Oh, power of heroes! Oh, shards of ice!
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
Now boss should spawn?
Remain steadfast. Some foes still draw breath.
Look.
Sending something huge, and it's headed right for us. Seems like messing with its pack has made it really angry.
All right.
Finally appeared. Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in town are essentially trapped. One certainly expects beasts in a desert, something like this to appear. No kidding. This isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
Stay present and focused.
Watch yourself. This is no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourself. Eh. Oh, interesting.
weak
It
to ice.
nulls
Let's
fire.
stop them cold.
I have 2 ice chunks. Let's do it. Let's throw an ice chunk.
Could do with this.
You hit their weak point.
It's
Keep
okay.
it up, Stroll.
I won't hold back.
Heal arts.
Hut!
You hit their weakness.
It's weak to
I shall show you
strike.
what
Your
true
opening,
magic
Captain.
is. Into the fray! To the rear guard! Let justice prevail!
Man, they make it too easy. It's weak to freaking strike.
Hulkenberg got them right
I
in
shall
their weak
sword
spot.
master! I'll crush you!
It's not even fair.
Strike.
It's not even fair.
I shall show with blade in hand!
Well, it's gonna get a turn at least. War cry, oh no.
My strength.
Everyone's attack and defense fell. Oh shit. Oh, she's weak to that.
Dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Surprised that hit her, but
Sword
doesn't really
master!
matter because I want to see something.
No, not this.
Status. Okay, it's -1 stage.
Sword master! You'll be dust!
Wow, that was such a hard fight, guys. I think we almost died there. It was really close. It was really close. Really, really close. Impage your tail.
However,
This bounty had been left unaddressed. The military must truly be short-handed.
Even so.
True. Well, I'm glad we can profit from it. This sort of thing really is their responsibility.
yes.
I could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized. For now, anyway.
Right.
Absolutely. That's enough for now. Will, let's go report in at the recruitment
What
center.
do you think?
Leave it to us then. Now, shall we return to the entrance? No.
Say,
Oh,
Okay, just a little. There may still be monsters around, so keep your eyes peeled. Game is so anime, and I love it. I know, it's Atlas Games for you.
watch out! We've been spotted! Yep.
Okay, we're gonna do a little grind slash combination stuff.
merchant!
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 Just gonna turn it down to easy because I'm just running around bonking things while being insanely overleveled. We're not grinding per se, but I figure there's nothing but blue mobs here, so we're gonna get a little bit of merchant levels while looting this place because there's like stuff to loot.
They've noticed us.
Cat!
Impressive as ever. I imagine that would be of use.
That was brilliant.
Plus 420 money. What the fuck?
I imagine that would be of
That
use.
every kill? Christ.
No. They found us!
What the hell?
I think we're in the clear.
Hey! Great job!
That's so disgusting, the amount of money you get from merchant.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
I knew you could do it!
Let's push through!
Hey, good one.
Yeah, like you see, I know you said that it's plus 15 per level, but I thought that it wouldn't be every kill because it said a chance when the enemy's thunder defeated. Like, that's what the description of the skill says. So I figured it wouldn't proc all the time, but it literally procs all the time. It's 100% proc rate.
I knew you could do it!
Good to know the tutorial descriptions are bullshit.
All right.
Here we go.
ACI got over 1 million. Oh yeah, believe me, I knew it was gonna be OP, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite this absurd.
Noticed us.
Imagine if I had this while farming the skeletons. I wouldn't have 1 million right now. I'd have like 10 million.
I knew you could do it! Amazing! Great moves back there!
Let's push through!
That was brilliant.
All right, how's that?
Amazing! Great moves back there!
Let's push through!
It's not VS, 100% chance is chance. No comment. It's pretty much been everywhere. I think I've already looted everything here. Just to make sure I'm gonna go after any little spot on the map.
I don't see anything you can't handle easily.
Oh, completely fill in the map. Why is the herbologist refuse to sell the pharmacologist? Why is that? It was a waste of his time. I see.
I knew you could do it. Hey, great job.
I think we've looted everything here. A bunch of stuff just respawned, but I don't think I really care. We're just gonna kind of mosey along. I'll bonk things on the way. We're gonna head back to town.
My archetype's abilities feel stronger.
We got level 2 merchant anyway, so that's good.
Brilliant.
Way.
I imagine that would be of use.
Nice.
For
I bet
me?
we'll find a use for that.
What now?
Go back to like more standard jobs.
Seeker!
Not jobs, streamer, archetypes. This isn't Final Fantasy.
Swordmaster!
Mage!
Sure, that works. Yeah. That was a quick date. Wasn't bad at all.
Okay,
To
then.
the city.
Got it.
Very soon we'll be in the next arc. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern.
All right.
Taking down the Manjula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. It is a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. Glad we were able to help people too. Will, let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget. Gordon's announcement is just around the corner. There's no point in trying to predict what he's going to say now.
True.
It would be wise to make the most of the time we have remaining. Perhaps there are others who require our aid, or we can develop our archetypes.
Guess we're splitting up.
You know, all things considered, I think we did a great job today. Let's get some food in us and then we can hit the hay. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. Relax, my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Isn't that...
No supporters to talk to. Interesting.
What now?
Say there.
First off, go turn in that quest at the recruitment center.
Hey, listen.
Dialogue here? How dare they mock me? Every last one of them. Poxy, lousy, no good, rotten, son of a goddamn... If I had an igniter, I'd...
Listen.
I'm in it.
Trust me, what a warrior needs most is agility and luck. I mean, not wrong. First, agility. Not only to beat your enemy with a punch, but also for escaping when you need to. Luck, to put it bluntly, that's all that matters in the end. Cowards lack courage, they don't go honorably, tell you that. Getting paid well is a matter of luck, innit? Just theory of mine, but feel free to take it to heart.
That's what we're fighting at. This is the pit.
I just can't stop.
Okay, to the recruitment center.
Aha.
But why? No. No.
Clearly not. You really managed to slay the bounty. That's certainly its rampager tail. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
Slaying the target Maneater Manjula, I reported back to the recruitment center and collected the bounty. 1,000 monies, and we get +4 courage. We almost have courage too. We're a little more than halfway. Popularity rank went up. Support is changing.
Amazing.
Really 10,000 reeve here. Ray, for more contracts, they really pay out this well. Or if they pay out this well. Red, you can't. I don't have any other contracts I can offer you right now. Recruitment centers in other cities should also handle contracts. Take a look if you have the chance. Nothing.
There.
You heard the news. The state army defeated a human. Splendid, isn't it? This should free up the soldiers for a bit. Hopefully those wanted posters of Heismay will catch their eye.
There.
No.
Oh. Blimey.
Proper aces.
Hello there.
Grand Cathedral, we're still a ways away from taking it back, but at least for now, the human's been taken care of. Can't say this publicly, but it's all thanks to your assistance. Allow me to again express my gratitude.
Hello there.
Sure. Isn't that...
Seems bigger, the candidate's face on the wrong. Yeah, whatever.
But...
Thou,
Thou who art destined to become king. Focus of his people's support, great custodian of their anxieties, first monumental stone with our feelings gather as
'tis
mag.
in thy hands
To thee,
now.
by thy daily standing accumulated, by which thy growth is empowered, this mag is henceforth entrusted. Hey, 2,500 mag! Court rankings on the giant rock. Due to the king's magic, faces of the highest ranking candidates have appeared on gigantic stones called coronation rocks, which have appeared throughout the land. Interact with them to see who's on top. Mag equal to people's faith in the protagonist to accumulate at coronation rocks. You can collect days worth of accumulation at once. The higher protagonist's popularity, the more mag there is to collect. Be proactive in resolving people's requests to gain popularity.
Yep.
Now we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it? Yeah.
Proper aces. I can't believe. What were the gods doing?
I wonder if this guy has new stuff. It's like a different week, right?
Think now.
Bye-bye now.
Hoping that guy'd have different stuff. Guess not. Okay, so I have nothing else to do now during the day since I have no social links that I can mess with at the moment. And I have no quest to do, which means I should focus on raising a social stat. I'm definitely going to choose Eloquence, because that's not one I normally have access to raise.
Oh, me?
Closery. The royal palace is taken to the skies. It's also scary. Or, during times like this, I could pray for our safety at the Grand Cathedral. Now I can't even do that.
Can't believe it.
Stop that at once.
Just can't stand it. Ridiculous.
Hey, listen. That's what it's pointing at.
Two days before the Sanctus announcement.
Excuse me.
Oh, Mr. Elder Gentleman, we meet again. I haven't managed to collect many donations for the cause. I'm really sorry, Alice, so if you don't mind, might you be able to afford to pitch in a little? Yes. Thank you. So I'll use your donation as best I can. I can't believe it. You really donate. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, can I discuss this more with you? Yeah.
Gonna be tough.
Let's do
Happy
it.
to hear that.
Oh, wonderful. Then please come this way. Maripus, the Yugif, the Mistari, and of course the Elda, too. These tribes are abhorred by the other tribes. Without a great deal of wisdom or skills, it's impossible for them to get a normal job. Work is especially limited for them here in the royal capital. You've seen the executioner in this back alley, right? Very work like that is all that's available to these tribes. Having a job is better than nothing, though. Those less fortunate must choose between starvation and banditry. Alright, we've heard all this, haven't we? Because I did this and then reloaded.
I don't know about that. All right.
Back to the hushed honeybee. Hear a voice. Seemed promising. Oh shit, she's a nighttime social link. Seemed promising, but Brigia comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her.
What is it? Amazing.
That's dirty game, giving me a nighttime social link already. Not the kind of day I like to be out in, but the shops are having sales, so you want to go somewhere nearby? More familiar with the city than you, yeah, whatever. We're definitely going to go see Brigida.
All right, then.
Let's go.
How far? What is it?
It all reminds me of the old tales I heard as a child about the legendary kings of yore called heroes. Hero kings are from an age without magic igniters, and they can wield various magic powers. Thinking about them since the royal funeral. If only those hero kings were here. I'm certain they have stopped Luis's tyranny.
Well, I'll not loiter.
Yeah, Luis's tyranny. Get it? Because he's a tyrant. Because tyrant is like the demon god race. Yeah, that's Lucifer's race, tyrant. I am going to just cackle like a freaking madman if Luis actually unironically turns out to be Lucifer. Like if we get a scene like in SMT2 where he's like, "Aha, my true name is Lucifer," and he freaking transforms and it looks like your typical Megaten Lucifer. Like I will die laughing.
Ah, just you.
So it's you. You seem unscathed. But if he has an archetype and it looks like Lucifer, that would be pretty good too. I really hope he's just straight up Lucifer though. Just straight up like, you know, Luis Guillaburn is an alias, just like Luis Cypher, and he's just Lucifer. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment? Yeah, sure.
Now then. Now then.
This is what I want you to handle. Oh, it's a dog, not a cat. Same thing. I want you to feed it, play with it, generally take care of it until I return.
Listen,
There's one rule, however. You can't let anyone else find out that there's a dog here. No exceptions, no mistakes. That's it?
What?
Is that it? That sounds simple.
yes.
It is, but you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. Sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd around here. Fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. Trusting this matter to you. Me.
Why?
You're as far removed from my business as anyone could be. In case it bears saying, don't even think of crossing me. Being associates has worked for us so far. Don't want us to be enemies.
That's right.
Your name is... No, never mind. Call it what you want. Not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Brigida's dog. Seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
Suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter. How do you know that?
Utterly naive.
It impacted my igniter business. It's my job to know about it. That's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of,
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero king of legend wielded a power very much like yours. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps. I'll be frank, Will. You're bad for business. That is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damn things, from the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. As long as you've got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit off of bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get ever stronger, and the weak are only cast even further down.
as it is,
My own hands are not bloodless in that, so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? Sense Brigida's faint expectations and trust towards me. Yeah, notice how she said that she doesn't think we'll be following in the Hero King's footsteps, but then she's like, yeah, you're totally gonna like break this cycle. Like she's a knower. Like she's like obviously she knows that that we have that power, that we have the power of archetypes, but more so than that, she can like she has good intuition. She can sense that Will is destined for greater things.
yet still they oppose me.
Ability at that
Farewell.
level, the reduced cost. Go home for a day. I'll give you your pay. I haven't done anything though. You have exceeded expectations already. You have made the dog like you. Something impossible for me.
See you.
Till next time. We'll be waiting. Or at least the dog will.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So one day until the announcement.
The announcement is soon.
So Forden's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? What's this proclamation of his going to be anyway? I wonder if he's going to thank us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral.
No.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the State Army is getting all the credit for taking down that human, after all. We shall know soon enough, so there's little point contemplating it further. Till then, let us simply do what we can as we wait for events to unfold. I think this grand announcement's happening tomorrow. Okay, no people to talk to. I think that means I most likely should do Eloquence tonight, unless Brigida is available tonight, in which case I'll do Tolerance right now. This is one of those cases where like saving actually matters, because Since I'm going into the next story arc, I want to get my tolerance up now. So I need to make sure that I switch back to hard mode. I forgot earlier. Thankfully, we haven't had any like forced fights. Be on easy all the time, only while I'm just auto attack grinding.
All right then.
What is it? Oh, I am grateful. What is it?
Yeah, we'll do eloquence for now.
What is it?
And tonight I'll do tolerance unless Brigida's available, in which case I will load back to tolerance now and hang out with Brigida.
Excuse me.
Oh, Mr. Elder, gentlemen, we meet again. Still have managed to collect many donations for the cause. Really sorry to ask, but if you don't mind, you'll afford to pitch in. Yep, that's fine.
I need a moment of your time.
If you can sometime, can we chat again? Sorry, I just started losing my confidence about all this
It's gonna
again.
be tough.
Oh, her.
Happy to hear that.
Oh, how wonderful. Please come this way. Talked with the activist woman. They had mentioned it before, but there are others outside of Uchronia fundraising like
Take
this.
care.
Not sure if you have the opportunity to meet them. But if fate would have it, could you hear them out?
All right.
Of eloquence. They are nowhere close to eloquence 2. Not much here. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
What is it?
Good.
Amazing.
No one
All right,
to
then.
talk to anywhere. Means we're free to just pump tolerance.
What is it? Amazing.
I think that pretty much couldn't have worked out better. I'm going to take a quick break though, because I'm sure that this is going to lead straight into story stuff. Back in a few minutes. Okay, we back, boys. We back and ready to do this.
You're a big help.
This will give me 3 points of tolerance.
Next up is... Oh, right!
No.
Exactly. You did it!
Now then.
Should be tolerance 2. Yep. Easy clap. Hello, Vlad. Vlad, I beat Joker earlier. Did you see? Did you see, Dad?
Tolerance.
Is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. Now aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
Conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Unlock merchant already? I did! Okay, let's discuss. So you see how fucking absurd it is? Well, one, yes, but it's not without drawbacks. Its stats are kind of bad. The whole, like, physical almighty is really good. Like, really, really, really good. With high crit, right? It had high crit. I think it had high crit. That's all. That's really, 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 really good. But it is kind of one trick. It has 2 weaknesses, which is pretty bad. Basically, on enemies that... In situations where it's good, it's going to be insanely good. But it's definitely not going to be, like, the best. And yeah, I know you can inherit crit chance from Brawler. It's going to be bad against, like, enemies where if they have, like, Sharp Student, or whatever is the equivalent in this game, then that will suck. The base damage is also probably not great, because it is weak, which I know is, like, the same as a lot of stuff we have at this point in the game, but there's, like, also a lot of stuff available now that's not weak, like you have heavy slash damage to all foes, a Swordmaster, so... And it's not going to consistently get 1 mors, right? It's not going to crit 100% of the time, and so it's better to exploit enemy weaknesses than to go for an attack like that, and it has kind of bad stats, so it has a lot of drawbacks, but it is also very powerful. And so I don't necessarily think it's OP, but it is quite good. Like a fucking fly in here. What the fuck? Edge. I already encountered enemies that do not give extra turns when crit. What? I guess they went full Persona 5 on that. That's not what Sharp Student does, by the way. Sharp Student is, reduced chance to be crit. Like, good example of that was, like, doing, like, Masakado in S&T 5 Vengeance. Because he had, like, massively reduced chance to be crit. I think it was, like, 70% or something like that baked into his freaking stats. And he also had really high luck. And so I was stacking, like, you know, 100, God, what was it, like 200-something% increased crit chance with, like, double crit and 30% extra crit. And it was just, like, I still could not get fully consistent crits on him without a Mogotoki critical. Yeah, I hope as the night went
It
on.
seemed the disaster was averted.
Yeah, I stand by what I said. It's good, but not OP. situational, like pretty much any
Today's
class.
Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty?
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king.
Okay,
This
no
is
fuckery
a
yet.
historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Waiting for the fuckery from the church.
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me, in charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
It also benefits them because Forden's in the lead right now.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alces in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
The memory of a goldfish on meth.
Where?
Maria, where are you?
You're kidding.
Where could Maria have gone? Wait, oh no.
All right then.
Whatever.
Maria? Oh, you mean that kid? Yeah, I saw her earlier. Really? Where was she headed? There's north of Sunshade Road. You know, by the general store. Didn't look to be running an errand, though.
Hey!
General store. Might find someone else to saw her if we head over there.
Ridiculous. Oh, I'm in it now. I'm in trouble. This is all right.
Hey, mister!
That's the next king's gonna punish the bad tribes. You better run away, Eldar. They're gonna kill you.
Hey, listen. How to handle this?
Sorry, but...
Hello.
Hey!
Hey, we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen anyone like that around here? Oh, could it be that half-blood? If so, then yes, I did see her. She was marrying Papa and looking all sad. I saw her go through the back alley. Maria, could she have gone to the Grand Cathedral?
You sound like a damn...
I'm out of ideas.
What should I do?
What's going on?
This is how did I wind up here? Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? Can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes looked. I'd not be the one to stop her now. She isn't coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets.
Huh? Why?
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral is broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know... Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he?
Feel strong, man.
It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
Aww. At least you can't pull a Makoto Yuki and be like, it's your fault. It actually is your fault. Dumb kid, you're the cause of your parents' divorce. Her parents are dead, Twitch Cop. It's our fault.
It's our fault.
What? How?
You?
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
Yes, the communist approach, your fault. No, our fault, comrade. Vlad, that's not the communist approach. The communist approach is that it's the corpse's fault. And if you don't have corpses, then you make some corpses. That's the communist approach.
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
My ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
Don't look at my kill count then, Mr. King.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
Find out why I haven't been seeing reinforcements. Enemies don't get reinforced if you ambush them. Oh, interesting. That's actually new. That's not how it worked in even S&T 5 Vengeance.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Wonder if it's gonna go straight into the next story arc or if we'll get a period before then.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
I'm not awake enough for this.
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security.
Man, I wish I could get a front look at those shields. To the Mega 10 wiki. Breaking out the colored yarn. And wiki Daisuke. Oh, Daisuke. Daisuke Todoroki. Here is your amulet, sir. Yeah. Amulet at. Saw a picture of the amulet a while back. Picture's too low resolution. Okay, yeah. It's not the Kuzunoha clan emblem. Those sure do look like Kuzunoha to me. At least I think it's not the Kuzunoha clan emblem. It's more like a yin-yang symbol. This is... I don't even know what the heck this is trying to depict, because side shot makes it like impossible to see.
In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a Kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the King's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance.
I really wish these pictures were in color. Yeah, I feel like I'd be able to get a better understanding of like what exactly is on those shields. Now,
wait, how long have you been asleep?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
I find this interesting. The 50% HP rise of all merchants sometimes restores full HP and sometimes restores around 90%. Huh, nifty.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere. And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
That attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it will be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
Yeah, Forden's probably got a plan here of, like, a plan for how he can, you know, essentially win the tournament without even really participating in it. If there's an NG+, I don't see Merchant scaling well into it. Have you unlocked Tycoon yet, out of curiosity? Because, I mean, I wouldn't expect to be using any of the jobs that we have here now. There, I'm doing it again, jobs. Any of the archetypes we have now, I wouldn't expect to be using those at endgame. Ricky, I don't want to know why it's a problem. You said earlier, Courage 4. Something something EY Persona 4. Not Persona 4, Persona 5. But yeah, I'm betting what Forden's planning is he's probably already got a monster that the church has killed that's like really big, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, look at this, the church, you know, killed this on orders of Lord Forden. Hey, male.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
What you up to? Trying to figure out how to save the kingdom. We need a plan, and then we can take action. As an Elder, I'm an outcast in this city. That gives us an advantage here.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Tycoon's rank 8. Oh, from Brigitte. Yeah.
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grius's journal. Got Grius's journal. Oh, wonder if we can read it.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy. It's for Grius, boys.
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
He recognizes us, fuck. It's fine.
What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Courage 4, Vlad, did you like rush straight for Courage 4 as fast as you possibly could? You're just like, the game says I need Courage 4 for my merchant upgrade? I'm getting Courage 4. I approve.
That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Need a stronger advocates, but there are none. So far, at least. Rip.
It looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You not here for this tournament, then? It's slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. You have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance of winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe he just wants to stop the criminal's evil deeds.
We've got more important things to worry about.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
So I do want to say that, like, going after a criminal just for the sake of it is legitimate strategy. Because nothing says you have to win this tournament for the throne in order to take the throne. Because it's all decided by the king's magic at the end of the day. What the state says doesn't mean shit. And so, if there's like a criminal plaguing the people and you deal with that, that's going to give you support.
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain from Atira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
There's nothing pitiful about it.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Martira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Finally, I can move. What's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you're actually thinking of participating in the tournament for the throne. Oh, the audacity of youth. That's rich. Mere fledgler, no history or experience to speak of. As king, the idea makes me sick to my stomach.
No, thank you.
The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience. Yet upstart school children like you and Luis dare too. It hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. Suppose he's a candidate too.
Hey!
It'd be alright if I accepted the bounty contract for Heisme. Sure you can handle that. Can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there. Disparage, stats go to 5, yep. It's exactly like Persona 4 and 5. Just be glad they don't go to 6 like in Persona 3. That was a freaking disparage moment for me. I was like, oh yeah, Knowledge 5 right now, boys. Knowledge is about to be maxed. And then I got to Knowledge 5 and saw that it wasn't maxed. I'm like, what? Head to Martira. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
Find and bring in Heisme, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings in Martira. By his bounty, he's evaded capture, and his true identity remains a mystery. Courage, 100,000 reward, okay.
Let's call it.
Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
The opening ceremony for the term is tomorrow. Probably stay inside and rest today.
Fancy a bit of info? Want in on this?
Why is there an Ishkia in a tavern like this, you ask? Simple. It's because the owner here is quite the looker. Okay, he has the same stuff. Damn, we need to get these berries from this plant. The plant of fucking aloe vera. Oh, Vlad, listen, okay? It probably just looks like an aloe vera because this whole world is just a cognitive space. And so it's like a facsimile of the real world, but not actually the real world. So in this world, aloe vera plants have berries.
Well met, eh?
I think it's in for some time. I'd really like to, but Ah, so you like it here too. You're one of us. Well, wherever it is you end up going, be sure to come see Maria and Fabian again. Not that it's really my concern, but those two seem to like you a lot.
Hey!
Ask Fabian for a map of Martira. She gave me the one from Grius' personal effects. Covers all the main roads. May have found one in town, but a military map always has more details.
Yeah.
Fabian continues to be our anchor. Pay her back, let's achieve our goals.
Now then.
Preparations seem to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive, overtuned uncertainty. Never mind. Forgive my mutterings. Just, please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with.
Hello.
I decided, heading to Brylehaven. Much too boring, just spend my days at the inn. I'm gonna see that so-called exhibition for myself. Goodbye, Elda. Do well to see the world too someday.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while. I haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong.
What?
Bed's simple but clean, has an aroma that reminds me of a clear sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night. Edge.
Good night.
Can I come in?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Promising returns. Maria is waiting for us to return home, regale with tales of the strange and distant places we visit. Also, I just want to point out, by the way, well, before I say this, actually, I need to take a look at the menu for the archetypes.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa.
I have a theory.
Thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet
Interesting.
I wonder, How could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
I mean, it makes sense, because they basically teach, like, institutionalized racism, and the book is basically like, you know, there's only one race, the human race.
So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account.
Democracy.
This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That scene?
Juna!
Lady Juna!
We're a musical now. Yeah, she's a literal Disney princess. She sings and the light washes down over the whole city. Like, that's just her power as a Disney princess.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctis have in this race?
A lot.
Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Of course not. Why would he?
Of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Typical chaos ideology.
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Come on, archetype. Archetype. Seeker form right now. Seeker form, fly up on the stage and be like...
The ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Blast, I say! Wait! Found you, behave!
A land runner? It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash!
Whoa!
Yeah, we're making a great first impression.
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What now? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
Feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Hey, so we got a gauntlet runner. Definitely think the Crier is going to be a supporter in the near future. Definitely. Hey, our popularity rank went up. And it's standing out more than I expected. I gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
I just run her along the main road then. The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Martira. Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a ways south. That's so many days, holy crap. Some quests are gonna take a ton of time, aren't they?
Let us hurry.
Wow!
Okay, Martira, here it is. Down to Martira, eh? On this kind of sligs, I'd say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights about. 4 days and 3 nights? That's a great deal faster than that carriage. Surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed.
Spectacular!
Finally good. Now, cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead. To Martira, Old Castle Town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Looks at my inventory. It's like, hold on, Stroll. We can afford to pay this guy.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that.
Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
That's a great idea, Ogre. If I get to name my gauntlet runner, I am totally gonna call it Ben.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Noble District, Underhall. Oh, flashback, I see.
Nioras? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions, no time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nioras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balial runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it?
Yeah, true, Alta.
Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Okay then.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
Seeing how fast this gauntlet runner is moving, and the fact that it's still gonna take 4 days to reach our destination, this country must be enormous. Because this is not slow. Like, this is like a car in terms of speed. Like, this thing is fast as fuck. I can't not say this.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass.
'Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention.
Wasn't there a bond to the machinist/mechanic archetype? I mean, none of that's been revealed. I can't look at like stuff that I haven't unlocked yet. But I would assume there's something like that.
Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him. I suppose.
The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. Visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh, yeah?
Never been to Gauntlet Runner. I want to see what the engine room's like. Runner makes a smooth ride, at least. Eccentricities aside, he certainly earned his title as court engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with its unseen workings. I hope he hasn't made any dubious additions. Oh. Carriage can't begin to compete with a Gauntlet Runner's speed. I suppose they've earned their reputation. I'm in constant fear of losing my lunch is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant. Yeah, like, look how fucking fast this thing is going based on the landscape going by behind us. Like, this thing is actually as fast as a car. How the fuck is it gonna take us 4 days to get to our destination? Like, 4 days of driving? Like, that's like, you can go really fucking far in 4 days of driving. Map showing the area surrounding our destination, Martira.
Let's see here.
Wonder where we're at right now. I think we're right there.
Let's see.
It's a campground.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking, Vlad. It's like you can cross like the majority of the United States in 4 days straight of driving. Because I was assuming their days are equivalent to ours. I think that we should assume their days are equivalent to ours, because if they weren't, the game probably would have told us so. Who knows, maybe the Gauntlet Runner can only run for a few hours a day or something like that. Washroom.
Incredible!
Wow, so this room's made for bathing. Can I really just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? Now that I can get used to. I call for a tip.
Hey!
Are you just going to straight up and strip nude? Where do you think you are? Unacceptable.
You really?
It's a bathing room. Oop, I'll have to mention, no running water yet. Working on it.
Damn.
Well, unacceptable. Not now that more pressing matters at hand. I can't go into the toilet and check my social stats. How far is a 4-day drive? If you were to drive all day for 4 days straight, you could cross most of the United States, which is a very significant portion of the North American continent. Like, you probably couldn't quite get from, like, Washington down to Florida, but you could go really, really, really far. Shortest time to drive across the country is 4 to 6 days, so this requires driving 10 hours per day, little time for stops. Want to take your time, you can spend a few hours driving per day or stay in one place for several days. This could take several weeks or months. Yeah, I'm gonna just assume the Gauntlet Runner can only run for like 2 or 3 hours a day. Christine, Clearwater, Morricone meat. Wonder who's left them here. Use these for cooking. Engine room corridor. Stock the food suitable for a long journey. I prefer to cook it first before eating it.
Got it.
Cooking table. Prepare meals.
So?
You have to wash your dishes properly, but being that water is a precious resource, it actually goes double. Lots of books. Wonder how the runner is powered. Probably magic. Probably runs off magma. Books are a mess. We should clean this up at some point. Yeah, this is definitely like car speed. Though, maybe this is like... This is probably closer to like 30 to 40 miles an hour. This isn't going like, you know, 70 on the interstate, right? Not going like 60 or 70. More like fucking mech warrior speeds. As off the Tears of Weaves, you got rejected by Hulkenberg. Oh, damn. Beneath this cloth, there seems to be a big barrel. 160 km/h max at the top end. I don't think this is going quite that fast. I wonder what it's used for. It is going very fast, though, that's for damn sure. Edge. Beds, they seem pretty small. That's awful. That's awful accommodations. Horrific. There's the front deck. Anywhere from hard 10 to 40 kph. I'm just trying to base it off like the landscape going by. This doesn't seem like 110 miles per hour to me.
I wonder.
Honestly, the end of the gauntlet runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Cockpit appears to be above here. Mind the rope, lad. Wouldn't want you going overboard. Perhaps I should stay away for now. Reinforced steel on top of thick glass. It doesn't appear to be easily breakable. I don't know how Gallica floats there and doesn't just get left behind unless it's really not that fast. Don't think too hard about it.
This?
Oh yeah, noted, Vlad. I wonder what makes this thing run.
Hello?
First time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculate on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands and you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. Runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience, no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress. By the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Okay, you'll continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize these facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books to the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You'll spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help to improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Oh. Never seen an igniter like this before. Magic igniter, enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses Megla crystals as fuel. Or smelled this fragrance before. I can't tell whether it's used for food or for fuel. Looks like I can clean Nero's research desk. This must be where new inventions are born. Unique items are lined up here. Nero's personal belongings, I think.
All right then. Go.
How did I go there? Here. I feel drunk. You okay?
Sorry.
I'll survive. I can handle the swaying of a carriage, but this, it's another beast. Seems I need to learn to endure it.
Speaking of...
Nero said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. So let's save, and then I guess, try all the things? Like, try all the activities and see what they get me? Cooking table. Use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Even prepared meals can grant party various positive effects. Cook, you'll need ingredients, buy them, win them, or find them lying around. But experiment as much as possible. After you made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Okay. Whose handwriting is this? There are notes here about new potential recipes. Lots of recipes. Oh, make something. So we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. Not yet. Let's cook. Oh. That's the stuff I can't make. So, 400 HP and cures burn, 250 HP and cures poison for all allies. Yeah, I guess let's cook this and see what we get.
Let's check.
That's the Stroll wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
Now then.
Often as we simply refer to our meals as meat, something to keep in mind is where it's cut from. The taste and texture can change dramatically, you know? This type of cut has an ideal preparation. If you do it well, it turns out tender and delicious. Something to strive for, wouldn't you say?
Speaking of...
So what kind of cut do we have here? But never you mind, just leave this to me. Begin preparing the food with Stroll. Watch your meat and adjust the heat, so it goes. Although it depends on what your preference is, really. Nearly time. No, it is time. Strike now.
Alright.
Yes, not bad so far. See the juices there? There's your proof this is turning out delicious. Well, a little something for the aroma, and we're done. Just a little, or it'll overshadow the flavor. Amazing. Stroll and I made a delicious looking dish cooked to perfection. Curative coney roast. Smells great, doesn't it? Now, imagine how it tastes. Stroll and I cleaned up the kitchen. Time really flew. No social stats?
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Establishing an encampment. Tonight, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. First time camping in the gauntlet runner. Kinda excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Okay, so that will give me social stats there.
Your thoughts?
Oh, how was that ride? Okay, smooth as butter, luxurious as a palace, awe-inspiring tearjerker? Yep. Wow, this runner is such a guilty pleasure. Though credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. So full disclosure, that's all thanks to the little mechanism I put together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the train if she could just fly. That's a story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks.
Alright then.
Skinny dealing with funny dialogue. That's what? Imagination? So is Hulkenberg down here? Yes. So let's load game. Because that cooking was a waste of time. Let's try this. Bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I can read are... What the hell? 2 of them. New World Travel Diary. Pride and Persuasion. Here's to see a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Seems like a book that will really expand the mind. Want to read it together over by the window? Read this book, I may gain more imagination. Just a little quick sad, like Gallic asking what you have against sleep. So then this one is Pride and Persuasion. Book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet. Nearest probably left this here, huh? Let's take it over the window if you want to read it together. So that'll give it eloquence. So I can train imagination and eloquence here. Wonder which one is going to be more important in the near future. I feel like it kind of makes sense to go for... but we're going to a new town, so like it's all kind of RNG. Right? Without knowing what requirements I'm going to be hit with and all that good stuff.
Alright then.
Let's go here.
Come on!
Weird Tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Neuros modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over sure to strengthen your legs, yeah? Okay, my max HP will increase. Not now.
Got it.
Like, do you want to just like make the game easier? This is what you do. You just do this every night to the gym. Like, that's what I learned from watching challenge runs in P5. Like, P5 challenge runs, they go for the social links that they absolutely need. And then every other day, they just hit the gym. Because just having more HP makes runs a lot easier.
This?
Here's this homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind too. Okay, and that'll increase max MP. Okay, not
Understood.
now. I am probably never going to do these because I want to do the, I definitely want to do the cooking things, but they're just not a priority right now. My priority should definitely be, I think, getting eloquence. Because, both, hang out with both, Stroll and Hulkenberg gave imagination, so I'm gonna do this. Do this and read the book for eloquence. This one, right? Read the book.
What's that?
Apparently this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section's part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why? Gain the upper hand.
Sure.
So you can gain the upper hand, perhaps?
No kidding.
Oh, I see. Feels a bit underhanded, but I guess you need things to go your way. That's how it has to be. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence.
All right.
+4. That's a lot. Okay, that's really good. That's really, really good progress on the social stats. I was worried that the traveling might make it really fucked to try and like in terms of like making everything feel really tight on like on time, but it doesn't seem too bad. I guess I'm gonna run out of books quickly. Surprise. I guess a bit of force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. I pity anyone that just did cooking here. Still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time. Like somebody that just does cooking or it just does HP.
Camp as the scorching
like
sun
HP or
sinks
MP.
below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land, protected within the stalwart hull.
Yeah, we heard this already. Back here now.
Your thoughts?
There are insects gathering by the campfire. Apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg anyway. Let's try and catch one. Boomer bee. Caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. My turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Bugs? Oh right, I wanted to check something.
What now?
How many, like, base archetypes are there? Like, how many clusters? 1, 2, 3, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I miss any? It is 14. Yeah, okay, so it's 14. I was kind of wondering if they correspond to the Arcana, because there definitely seems to be some parallels with like the character archetypes, right? Like like Hulkenberg would be the High Priestess, Stroll would be the Chariot, Maria would be the Justice, Brigida would be probably the Devil. Do I even want to know, Skitty? Dave. Gallica's Magician. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. She doesn't really fulfill the, like, desire part of the Magician. But in terms of being, like, the supernatural guide of the protagonist, she definitely fits that. Hang out with Hulkenberg or Stroll. Wonder if there's a difference. I think I'm gonna call it there though, boys, because it's late. Tomorrow will be like full stream, not short stream. Also got Merchant can dispel all buffs. Oh, does Merchant get Dikaja?
What now?
I didn't even notice. Oh, synthesis skill. There's nearly all beneficial effects from all enemies. Ooh, interesting. That's better than Dikaja. That's Transient Ripple. That's really strong. That should remove things like Karns and like Charge and Concentrate. Like that's really, really good. Can't Ripple. Big Pog. But yeah, I'm peacing out for now, guys. I will see you boys tomorrow. We're finally truly done with Persona 3 Reload. Finally beat Joker. Big Pog. So now we can focus just on Metaphor. Night, guys.